I would like to welcome and introduce the speaker of today, Dr. Moor Roshan Kumar. Dr. M. Roshan is a postdoctoral fellow of Southwest University, China. She has received an honorary research associate award at the Bangor University, UK. Her last employment was at Children's University, India. She has published one special issue, 18 research papers, 3 chapters, 2 short stories, one interview, 2 newspaper articles, 6 poems, 4 books, and edited 74 children literature books. Her interview has been published in the Bangladesh newspaper. She is an editorial member of 15 journals and magazines. She has attended 28 international conferences, seminars, and symposiums in many countries. She has completed 2 projects and received national and international 9 travel grant funding. She has been working as lecturer, teacher, tutor, volunteer, multilingual poetess, editor, writer, and translator. She is a convener and coordinator of conferences. She has been an academic visits to Asia and the UK. We welcome you, ma'am, and we are fortunate to have you with us. Now I would request Dr. M. Roshan to take the session.
The presentation of my title is Research and Publication. The content of the presentation includes types of publication, body parts, the abstract of papers or a synopsis of the novels or books. Then I will go for the process of research. Then I'll focus on a writing process, research paper writing. Then the role of author and the role of reader. As a author, how you have to be a good reader to write a good manuscript. Then a plan for submitting manuscript to the good journal, or before how to make a plan for the searching the journals and other things. Then I will discuss about the selection and process of a good journal, not predatory journals. Then the reference types I will discuss. The main important thing of the research ethics to follow, the plagiarism rules, then the rejection. Types of publication, short story, novel, or poem. As a creative writer or as an hobby, you can write short story, novel, and publish those in a journal, a magazine, or any press publication. The research proposal we write for usually for fundings. Funding we can get from the government or from trust agencies. In UK we have Labour Health Trust, British Academy, and AHRC, Arts and Humanities Council Commissions. And in India we have UGC, major and minor projects, and for ICHR, DBS for science, and DST for science. We write research proposal for degrees to obtain degrees, postgraduate degrees like MA, MA or MPhil or PhD degrees. And we also write a proposal for postdoctoral research as well. The research article, we can publish it in a journal or a magazine. There are national, international magazines, good magazines as well. And the journal information I will in detail give in the other slides. The book chapters can be published as an edited books. Here, the editors can be 1, 2, or 3, 4 as well. So it depends on the book's proposal. Film or a book review can publish in a journal or magazine, or as a travelogue you can write in your own blog as well. The newspaper in India we know, but in the UK we have the Guardian. The Guardian newspaper here is very reputed, where the many faculties from Oxford universities, Cambridge universities, Newcastle universities, or Bangor universities, they go for the Guardian newspaper when they write the issues of contemporary contemporary issues and talk about the vulnerable groups as well. The book has a self. The book has three types of publication: self-publication, traditional publication, or ebook. So I will discuss about the self-publication book. This self-publication is good for the creative writing, usually who are translating or translating or compiling the anthology of translation or poetry anthology. This self-publication, I would suggest if you are having creative writing, then go for this self-publication. They don't ask for any charges for this, but yes, there are some pros and cons. I will discuss about it also. And this one is this is my edited book from Lakshya Publication Press. The title of the book is Identity, Negotiations, and Marginality. In this book, if the researchers or the faculty go for the traditional publication, then the good thing is that they don't need to go for the promotion or work for selling the books. The responsibility is taken by the publisher, or they have their contacts with universities, colleges, or librarians. Or sometimes they sell their books in book festival also. So you don't go for finding out the social platforms to reach to the readers. So you can at maximum help of the maximum help of the using your time for marketing, the publisher will take care of this. And there is one another book, an ebook as well. So Cape Comorin Publication is also has started new ebook publication. So you can go for during COVID-19 days, COVID-19 this time period we are having some issues. So we don't go to the library. So better to buy or go for the ebook online publication. Then the monograph. Monograph is monograph we write for report writing, or for it helps to the policy maker also. Yes, in these slides I would like to talk about the body parts, the important parts of the research: abstract, keywords, introduction, aims and objectives, research questions, methodology, thesis statement, literature review, conclusion, scope and limitations, and reference. The body of the research may not complete without these essential parts. Some people write manuscript first, then they go for the abstract. Some do not give a title, or the title they go at last day. But without missing any parts among these, incomplete. In each and every research, there is an abstract, keyword, introduction, aim, objective, research question, methodology. These are the essential parts. The structure of the research includes abstract, which is a short basic information of the whole paper or manuscript. Like a summary, keywords must be 5 to 6 words with using semicolon. You have to, in the semicolons, you have to use lowercase for alphabets. No, do not use the uppercases. So basic rules you have to follow. So these keywords help to other readers to Google and search the keywords. So your paper appears on the page or the screen of. So researcher can read and use your as a supplementary or cite in the paper, so that any researcher or general reader can your paper's content. So keywords helps to understand the general contents. Generally, keywords are highlighting your whole paper in a 5-6 words only. These words demonstrate the main content of the paper or book chapter. Introduction part must be a general information or a background of the research topic. Aims and objectives must be around 3 to 5, but not more than that. To prove our research findings, we tentatively keep some hypotheses in our mind. And yes, of course, there are some research questions, 3 to 4, 5, not max more than that. And research questions start from WH or HOW questions. So methodology is a core part of the research. If your methodology invents some knowledge, and this can be proven from the existing literature, then your methodology strongly proves that your aims and objectives. Literature part can be added as a supplementary. For this, you can read online articles or books, uh, refer those. With its help, you can take their quotations or borrow the ideas with references to prove your hypothesis statement. Afterward, scope and limitations. It is impossible to cover all aspects or theories in a single research. Thus, the paper's limitations bring or help to expand this research further with other theories, so that researcher continues, or I can say it expands with other society or scientific research. This part must be included in the conclusion, then at last, references addition. The difference of the abstract research paper abstract and the book proposals or novel synopsis. The abstract must not be so lengthy. Avoid incomplete sentences. There must be linearity in the sentences, and the abstract must have to include 2 to 4 lines with the research body part, which we earlier discussed. So the limitation of the abstract, generally we have 150, 200 or 250 words, not more than that. And in books or a novel synopsis, like Sage or Routledge publication, they ask for those book synopsis. So here, you don't need to send the whole book manuscript to the publisher. They have their own certain application or the synopsis proposal with their questions that helps the answers of the questions which we address in the synopsis proposal. Those help them to sell or to find out their target audience and the scope or significance of your manuscript. And through this, they also can see or check the quality of the book manuscript. This must be only 2 to 3 pages only, and the answers of this novel or synopsis must be simple and comprehensive. Process of research, obviously, the selection of topic is very important. Writing and theories. So you must have to know which theory is applicable or which theory gives you which findings. So editing, first time, twice, thrice. Then try to get the comments on this with, if you have co-author in the paper, you can give the paper to them and ask for the comments and take their suggestions as a positive, and again edit it 4 times, 5 times or 6 times until you won't get satisfied. Keep editing, then revise the draft and then go for the submission. After submission, wait for the result. Easily comprehensive, a message must be very clear, concise and compelling. Transfer this, the manuscript writing is a transfer of knowledge, ideas and imagination from author to the reader. So this is an interaction between you and your unknown readers. So represent your ideas, try to represent in a simple way so that general audience can reach to your idea and understand your research. So the comments and suggestions, take always the comment as a positive thing so that you can improve for the next manuscript and develop your ideas, theories and other things. So obviously new and useful. So you have to be updated with the knowledge, what current theories and contemporary theories, which theories should be applied, which should not. In the writing process, your oral ideas turns into the writing. Then the writing manuscript goes to the reader, and then the reader read the manuscript. They listen the words and they visualize and interpret according to their own understanding or limitations of the understanding. The role of the author here, I would like to talk about uh, the two things: the author and the reader. The authors doing research as a author's role is to investigate the truth, try to find something new, and uh, serve to the readers. Here, the reader can interpret according to his own understanding or his limitation of knowledge. They may be very creative. They may think about other things, or to they may take your research as a positive thing, or maybe they think that this research has some lack of coherence as well. So the reader tried to relate the theories or your research work with the contemporary society. So the theory always expands. So ideas sometimes they deconstruct, sometimes they argue, sometimes they agree, or sometimes they not. So here I would like to talk about the theory of the Roland Barthes, the death of the author. After writing, you are passive, and the reader is active, because here your role has as a researcher has finished, and the reader starts to interpret according to their understanding. Publication is a journey to author's brain to the reader's brain. We don't know the author, and author doesn't know the readers. The individual ideas reach to the vast audience through the publication. So this is the journey from word to brain, and author's brain to the reader's brain. The individual idea as a researcher becomes the general as well. As a researcher's mind, it has two sides. The right brain is very creative and imaginary. It helps you to interpret the theories and gives you the unlimited imagination and help you to expand the theories. But your left mind is very constructive, which relates which relates your knowledge with the world and reality to find out the truth. So as a researcher, we have to both these qualities as a creative and constructive. Knowledge. Nowadays, we have many e-online sources, access of many articles or books. Thus, one must understand his or her area of interest to access or gain the knowledge in a right direction. Existing knowledge is very vast. For understanding any reading, we must have to give twice or thrice time reading. Then the brain warming process helps you to understand or focus or give you a lens to see an angle. Here the reader's response theory helps to read a piece in a set. Your positive or critical response binds your idea or research. Either you accept or argue with a particular theorist argument, or you expand their theories, construction and deconstruction of ideas and theories bring novelty in the research. Here I would like to understand the words meaning from the psycholinguistic process of reading and writing. Suppose some words are easy or meanings are easy to understand. So it takes a shorter time to understand words because you are very familiar with words, and sometimes it takes a longer time due to unfamiliar words. So it is difficult to express or understand. Then the interpretation can be logical, or it can be individual ability to take the one text as a different perspective. And I would suggest here to use the dictionary, the brain dictionary. How many words you know, you can put it and use it in the research writing. The words has fixity or ambiguity. So the fixity gives you one direction to write, and ambiguity makes you the confusion. So then which term has to use, or which term is in the society usages. So you have to be touch with the language usage also. Here I born in the dark. This is the piece of my poem. Here you can, after reading the title, I gave this poem to my students and friends. They told me that this title is related to a girl because she born in the dark. I said, why I cannot write on African literature or African? I cannot tell about the black identity and their skin. So here you can. So here the again the my writing purpose is for the black, not for the girl, right? So it is the individual interpretation, and here the my work has ended, but the reader can take it as a girl or as a black identity as well. So see, suppose one line, it never erases from my skin. So it can be optimistic as well as pessimistic. So as a researcher, you have to set your particular goal to find out what you have to, or which angle you have to take the particular text as a primary text, and which theory we can apply. One other example is of my one poem, Pain in the Body. Here the pain in the body, the society is matriarchal, somewhere patriarchal as well. Right. So if you are using matriarchal or as a matriarchal angle, then you have to know the feminist theory is fit to this to a particular work. If you are using the patriarchal work, you can go for the gender studies. So yeah. And then shim. I discuss about the familiar words and unfamiliar words in psycholinguistic theory. So here the shim word was unfamiliar to me. When I went to one conference, when a senior professor told me, shim, he uttered the word shim. I said, what is this? Then he explained to me that she means she plus him. This is a term for the transgender people. So you, as a researcher, you have to also know that which term you have to use for whom, or which is very acceptable in the academia. So then the subaltern. Subaltern has many interpretations or synonyms, a resemblance of meaning. Subaltern can be for black, can be for aborigine, minority, or marginal people also. So it's a group of people. But I have seen that some people were using, researchers were using Dalit words in their article, but now they have started the trend to write the subaltern. So yes, as a researcher, we have to know the which term in the market or in the acceptable. Reader are accepting and accepting the new terminology. Here, couldn't, I would say, strongly say, do not use the colloquialism. Don't use the couldn't words and your short forms. Right, couldn't, aren't, are not. So focus on academic writing than general writing. So it helps you to improve your English writing. Then use conjunctive words, adverbs to make the connections or linearity in the research or content.
Dr. Roshan,
Yes.
Dr. Roshan,
Yes, ma'am.
due to the time constraint, I would like to request you to wind up the session at 5:50, if possible for you.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, I'll try my best. So I would suggest do not use abbreviations, University Grants Commission or UGC. But if you have used, you are using first time, then using the bracket, and then later you can use the UGC. but abbreviation must not use for the in the title. And yes, obviously use the dictionary. And then skip it. And then yes. Accept and rejection, revision of the draft and submit it. Again, I will discuss about it now. Submission. In the submission, if you submitted any manuscript, it takes 4 to 2 weeks to get the acknowledgement receipt. So it goes after submission, it goes to the desk check, then it goes to the external for peer reviewing, then they give comment on the particular manuscript. Then as a reader, as an author, or as an author, you have to respond to the comments and write the another cover letter. Here, yes, I would like to. This is a journal of Commonwealth Literature. This is very well known journal. Say here you can see the general information. Here in the, if you click on the button general information, then there will be information of editorial board, indexing, and the author's instructions as well. If you click on here, okay, yeah, submission guideline, you can read. I would suggest to read point by point. If you are a first-time researcher, I would suggest to read each and every point. That gives you a knowledge about the particular journal. Every journal has its own aims and objectives. So you also can read. See here, these are the points you can read, and here they have written the manuscript must be 1,000 to 7,000 words in it. So do not exceed more than this, and then you can see their aim also. They mostly focus on Australia, Canada. These are the Commonwealth group. So if your research article is not focusing on this, then there are very high chances for the rejection of the manuscript. And indexing also, you can go through the indexing. If you click here, general information and indexing. Different countries has its own indexing journals, Scopus and HCI. You can decide your target, and according to it, you can publish it in indexing journals for faculty recruitment or faculty promotions. In India, we have Scopus, but in China, they have ANHCI or SSCI indexing journals. It's up to you to fulfill which aim and objective.
Roshan ma'am, your screen is not visible.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine
Now
now.
it's okay. Hello.
Yes.
I think Google, I'm unable to share the Google screen. Fine. Okay, so indexing and impact factor. Every journal has its indexing. So you can select it, and impact factor. High impact factor gives you more weightage of the give you more weightage and give you more citations. Then the readership. It's up to you to decide if you are writing any Tamil writing paper. Then you have to select the target audience where you can get the more citations, and your paper can be readable or accessible to the particular reader. So I would suggest don't go for predatory journals, and for predatory journal list or publication list, you can go through the Billy's list. There you will get all predatory journal of the list, and try to avoid those. And for preparing manuscript, yes, there is font size and type and everything is already mentioned in the instructions, and follow UK, either UK or USA English style. So you can keep unity in the manuscript, and obviously the references style are there, and the reference style APA 7, MLA 8 or Chicago styles are there, or else some journals has their own reference style. So it's you have to follow the guideline accordingly. And for title page, full name, degree, institution affiliations, author and co-author's name, contact of corresponding author, and take the instructions blindly and follow it. So these are the references according to the APA style I have put it. The plagiarism. The research needs to acknowledge all sources from the researchers or the books. If he has taken, if the one has taken any quotation, table, data, or any figure, then must give intertext or source citation. Here, as a researcher, our duty is to follow the ethics of the research. If the quotation is more than 45 words, then we have to indent it. So, for the plagiarism check, acknowledge the all sources so that you can minimize the percentage of the sources or similarity index. Then common knowledge should be recognized, and you use proper quotation marks and proper intertext citations. Check all our intertext citation and mention in the references. Here, if you Google Turnitin login, if you have university has given the email address and password, then you can put it here. Then after login, the screen will be appear like this, and here your university name and ID number and class name. You have to click on the class name. Then the screen will be appear like this, and then in the submit button you have to click. Then write your name and family name, then the submission title, and choose from this computer. You have to click on this and upload the manuscript. After uploading it, it shows 3%, 5%. So I would suggest to minimize as much as you can the plagiarism percentages, intertext, similar index, so that you can be your manuscript will be free from plagiarism. And before submitting to before final publication, keep one report with you, PDF report, because if you publish it and then if you go for plagiarism check, you won't get any report, because it shows 100% you have plagiarized because it's already published somewhere. So here the highlighted parts, through it you can understand from the sources, from where you have taken the sources. So you have to put the references from this. This is the percentage, highest percentage or whatever you have mentioned in the manuscript. It shows you the plagiarism percentages here, and the title page here, the title name of the paper title, and follow the uppercase and lowercase guideline. Write first name, then the second name as a co-author, then name and institution name, center name, country name, and email address. Corresponding author is responsible for handling whole manuscript and whole process of publication, the rejection, revision, and everything. So the editor directly contacts you. Then in the acknowledgement, write the contributor's name. If you have you have to acknowledge the funders and the project. If you are working under the project, so you have to write the funder agency name, UGC or any other sources. Conflict of interest is known. In the cover letter is also after title page. The cover letter is important. In the cover letter, many good journals ask for the cover letter. Cover letter is an abstract idea of your 6,000 words manuscript. In this cover letter format, you can highlight main parts and give an acknowledgement as this research has not submitted to anywhere. So here you can put the journal title and editor-in-chief's names. For this, you can go for the journal's editorial board list and mention the name, then the date. Then I wish to submit this research in title and write here the name of the journal and find the consideration, and then I believe that this manuscript is appropriate for publication because it fulfills the aim and objective of the journal, and Please explain your own words the significance and novelty of the work, why this is novel work and why this is appropriate for the publication. So these are the points are needed to be pointed out in the cover letter. And the rejection. Rejection, it is very negative word, but as a researcher we must have to take this in a positive way. Our academic life is full of rejection and failures. Thus you must have to be positive all the time and ready to accept the challenges. Mostly the rejections come by stating that not appearing subject to the journal theme. There is no novelty in research. One major issue also can be English language academic proficiency. So need to revise the manuscript abundant times. And if the editor accepts the paper and given another chance to revise the manuscript, then please take it very seriously. This chance demonstrates your ability and the consent of the editor. So this time you have to put all revised points in the second cover letter. You have to prepare the second cover letter and mention the highlighted points. And for the manuscript, for revising manuscript, you have, if you use track changes option, that is far better to understand to the readers what you have made the changes and what you have highlighted according to their suggestion. So insufficient contribution, if these are the uh, drawbacks, so you get the rejections, not fit to aim by stating this, and problem with quality, inappropriate methodology, if you have not use it very strongly, then not reasonably rigorous or excessively long. So strict to follow the instructions and be very positive and learn from your mistakes. The comments, whichever has given by the editors, take it and follow to the writing the next manuscript. So for promotion of the visibility of your work is important. Just simply writing and keeping in the cover doesn't make any sense. So create your profiles to Google Scholar, Research Academy, or other social platforms or Twitter, so that other also can read your work. I express my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Sylvester India. I extend my thanks to convener of this event, Dr. Shivani Vashis. I also thank to Pathan Medunisan for her all support. My humble gratitude to all collaborators who organized this program, and I thank to all faculty members, students, and scholars who attentively and patiently listened to my presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Roshan. Really, we are so thankful that you have shared your knowledge on research and publication. It was a very informative and knowledgeable session, and definitely our participants have taken many, take away from your session. Now I can see 2-3 questions in the chat box, and quickly I will take up the questions.
Yes.
One thing, participant wants the email ID of Dr. Roshan so that they can share their further questions and queries. They can clarify it from ma'am.
Yes.
So, Dr. Roshan, I want to request you, if you feel you can share your email ID, you can paste it in the chat box. Now, I want to read a question quickly. So, Dr. Frank Johnson has asked one query. Ma'am, whether we want to write the manuscript first and then we want to write the abstract, or first we want to write the abstract first and then write the research manuscript.
Okay. What I do first, I go for the manuscript writing. Then it helps me to understand which theory and theories I have mentioned in the, or what literature review I have mentioned in the manuscript. So what I do first, I draw a plan, but I don't write abstract on the manuscript. After the whole manuscript is ready, then I go for thinking about the research questions and other things. So I would suggest first go for the manuscript, then go for the abstract, and at last decide about the title.
Thank you so much, ma'am. There is one more question. Meena Kumari has asked, how can we avoid getting into clone journals?
Yes. For this, there is Bailey's list. copy and pasting it in the chat box so that you can check the predatory journals and don't go for this. There is a huge list of journals and publications as well, so you will understand the clone journals.
So thank you so much, Dr. Roshan Kumar. We are really privileged to have you with us, and we have learned so much from your presentation.